back to the Final Take podcast. Bringing you guys another episode. If you guys can do me a big favor and go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button, it'll help the channel out a lot. So without further ado, as you guys can tell by the title of the video, the thumbnail, it's going to be a quick Atlanta sports update. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the Atlanta Braves. Woo! It's been a long time coming. I mean, the last World Series they won was in 1995. I was 1 year old. And now the year is 2021. I'm 27 years old, and these guys finally brought us another title, man. It's been a 26-year drought, but we ended it. The city of Atlanta really got behind this team, man. The support was unreal throughout the whole time, and I'm just glad that we was able to get over that hump. I do wish those buses would have slowed down during that parade, though. But of course, when you're not accustomed to winning championships, you don't really know how to handle or deal with those kind of things. So, maybe next time we get another one, we'll be more prepared. So that being said, the guys, man, it was looking real ugly. Once Acuna went out during the season, man, a lot of people said, all right, let's pack it up. Let's get ready for the next season. We probably don't really have a shot, but Brian Snitker and a lot of the other guys in the organization, they had other plans, man. They signed Peterson, Rosario, Soler, Duvall during the break and throughout the season before the deadline. And those guys were critical pieces. I mean, we wouldn't have won it without those guys. That's just being real. I mean, I believe all of them won an MVP during the series of the playoffs. So it's just crazy, to hit the money on all those guys. Like it was big time, man. So you got to give Snitker and the rest of the management team a lot of credit for that. So a big move for the offseason, of course, is trying to bring back Freddie Freeman. This is a guy I feel like it's no question you have to sign him. I mean, the guy's meant so much to our team. He's been here for a very long time. So, we definitely want to bring Freddie back. He's a fan favorite. So, hopefully we can do that throughout this offseason. All right, let's go ahead and switch into those Georgia Bulldogs. The Bulldogs, man, they haven't won a championship since 1980. It's even longer drought than the Braves, obviously. This, to me, is the year that the Georgia Bulldogs bring it home. I mean, if they don't win this year, I don't think they ever will, because I've never in my life seen a defense this dominant. I mean, I know a lot of people bring back the Miami Hurricanes and, those old school Nebraska teams, but as far as me, this is the best team, the best defense I've ever seen. I know offensively they have a great run game. They've been injured, in the receiving position. Of course, JT Daniels been battling injury the whole season, but I mean, you don't really have to score much with this defense. Like, just put up a couple of points and the defense is going to handle the job. So, Alabama's not looking like the Alabama that they normally look like, but of course, they're still coached by Nick Saban. They still have 5-star players. They can get it done. But I do think Georgia has a better team. And I do feel like they'll take it this year. Of course, we have Georgia Tech next. That should be a cakewalk. A lot of the backups should play, get a lot of playing time in that one. And then, of course, it's on to the SEC championship to face Alabama. Even if they lose against Alabama, Georgia will still be going to the college football playoff. They're too dominant, and they'll only have one loss. So I think they'll get that done. I do think my prediction for the championship, college football championship, is Ohio State versus Georgia. And Ohio State's the most dominant offense in college football, and Georgia obviously is the most dominant defense. So I think it'll be a really, really good matchup between those two, and it'll be a great championship. And overall, I do think Georgia will take it home. That defense is just too dominant, man. I feel like they'll take it home. All right, transitioning into the Atlanta Hawks. We all know that big run that the Atlanta Hawks had last year. They have kind of struggled early on this season, but they have went on like a 5-game winning streak, and they're looking really, really good now. They, battled a couple little nagging injuries here, nagging injuries there, but right now they're looking good. They're starting to get that chemistry back, and I still don't think we're going to be able to win the championship this year. I mean, of course, I want us to, want to remain optimistic, but I do feel like we're like one piece away maybe. we did get a little lucky last year with a lot of injuries. Of course, Brooklyn was banged up. But we were banged up as well, so I'm not going to even use that as an excuse. But I do think that Nate McMillan is the guy for the job. I mean, we proved that last year. Trae Young, he's starting to get more consistent. We do got to get more consistency out of guys like Bogey, Kevin Herter. They got to come with it every night. We want John Collins. He got his check, got his money now. So just stay consistent throughout. Hopefully we can stay healthy. And I do think they can make a deep playoff run, but I still don't think they're enough yet to bring home the title. And, maybe one player, maybe a trade, maybe a pickup, anything can happen. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe the chemistry can get better between these guys and they might be able to get it done. So, like I said, we'll just see how that goes. All right, transitioning to the last team, the Atlanta Falcons. I would have got my little paper bag, put it over my head, but I'm gonna try to keep it positive, man. These guys, I used to be a big Matt Ryan downer, but I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. Watching that New England game, I'm not even really mad at Matt. Of course, he threw 2 interceptions, but that offensive line is terrible. It is terrible. We drafted the whole entire offensive line that's starting right now. 3 of those guys we drafted were in the first round. That's unexcusable. We can't keep missing on talent. The biggest miss of all time to me was we missed TJ Watt. We drafted that Tack McKinley and we could have had TJ Watt. So if you just look back over the history and just go back through the draft and see the players that went after the players we picked, you might really get upset. So let's just try to not even bring that up anymore. We got to stop missing, man. These guys have to evaluate talent more. I know Dimitrov and those guys are already gone, but got to get this Fontenot regime and see how they do, man. But right now, Jalen Mayfield, of course, he's a rookie, but he's been getting crushed out there. Richie Grant, he was our 2nd round pick. He showed me a little bit, but not much. Hasn't really played a ton, but he needs. Of Kyle Pitts, it was a great pickup. He's obviously talented. He's not even really, to me, a tight end. He's just like a huge receiver, like a Calvin Johnson type. But I feel like anytime a new head coach and a new general manager come in, you need to go ahead and draft that quarterback to come in with you. To go ahead and build your era up. But they've had faith in Matt Ryan. They said it's not going to be a rebuild, but as you can see by the record, it's obviously leaning towards that. So, out of all the city, of course, the Braves title was nice. It'd be lovely to get a Hawks title. But if we can get a Super Bowl, the Atlanta Falcons, oh my goodness, man, that would be epic. But the way things are going, man, we're years and years and years and years away, man. It's ugly, man. We can't get a pass rush. We can't get offensive line. I can't even tell if the secondary is even good or not because the pass rush is not there. I don't care if you got Jalen Ramsey, whoever. You can't cover forever if you're not getting a pass rush. These quarterbacks are having plenty of time to throw the football. We got to have a pass rush. Grady Jarrett needs some help up there on that D-line, man. Dante Fowler was the biggest waste of money ever. He stays hurt. He can't bring any pass rush when he does play. So, I'm just, the Falcons, of course, that's my favorite of the Atlanta teams, but, they've always been the most disappointing of the Atlanta teams, so I just hope one day we can get it right, man. I really do. But like I said, the Falcons, man, I feel like we're a long, long, long way away from success. So we'll see how it goes. Give them another year, see how it goes. Just try to be patient with the team. But, after a while, man, you can't only be so patient. So we'll see how it goes, man. But thank y'all for watching the video. That's all I got for you today. Like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe share the video with another friend. And I greatly appreciate it. So I'll see you guys in the next one.